thanks very much, Ruth. That was brilliant. We'll leave more probably the second half. Okay. So, what do they say? Give me great delight. I'm sorry, I won't say that. Anyway, this book is Animal Magic by Liz Brownlee, sitting here. This manuscript first came to my attention about 2 or 3 years ago, a bit more, when I'd never heard of Liz Brownlee. And she wrote to Iron Press and said, I've written some of these poems about animals, and they're for children if they're adults, and they're playful but they're serious, and because they're about threatened species, etc. And I've sent to various publishers, and they say, well, they're very nice, but they have to fit into one genre or the other genre or another genre, because publishers like to compartmentalise, and so they don't want them. And I said, well, that sounds really attractive to Iron Press, I don't fit any genre. So send some up. So she sent some up, and I thought, these are wonderful. And she said, I've also got an illustrator, Rose Sanderson's illustrated them, and we want to, well, I did illustrate them, want to illustrate more, and they were beautiful illustrations. I said, send more, send more. So she did, and I thought, I love the book, actually. I thought it's a unique book, and it is. It's not like any other book, and we're very proud to publish it, because it is, you cannot categorise it. You cannot say it's a children's book, you cannot say it's an adult's book, because it's both. What is it? And it's also a scientific book, because with every poem, and the poems have a deceptive simplicity, they're beautifully accessible. With every poem is authoritative notes on why this species is threatened, history of the species. It's really authoritative. That part of it is very heavily academically authoritative. You know, so you can read the poem, you can see the illustration, and you can read just the actual reality about this species, where it lives, its habitat, why it's threatened, what its future is likely to be. So it covers such a wide field, and we were really delighted. Now, Liz goes and lives right down in a place called Chew Magna. Have you all heard of Chew Magna? It's smaller than Cullercoats. You've heard of Chew Magna?
Good.
Yeah, no, well, of course you have no clue, lads, yeah. Anyway, so when we published this a couple of years ago, we had a launch down there. I never met Liz till we published the book. This happens often with Ian, you know, don't actually meet the authors, just know them by name and by what they write. Don't meet them till the actual book's published. Some Iron authors I've never met at all, actually. I don't even know if they really exist, but there you go. Anyway, so we went down and we had a launch at Toppings. Was it Toppings in Bath? Lovely independent bookshop. It's a threatened species now in Bath. We had a great launch, but it's so far away. Can't just ring up and say, do you want to come up and give a reading? You know, we pay you 10 quid or something. So it needs something like our festival, where we get a bit of funding to be able to invite her up. So it's a marathon. She's come up with Pete and Lola. Where's Lola?
Oh, she's hiding at the minute.
There. Fantastic dog, Lola. So they've come up enormous distance to read, and I'm really chuffed that she's here to read. And she's got that chart. I don't know what she's going to do with it at all. But book's back, reduced price tonight. So I'm going to not say anymore, because she's sitting there thinking, how long is he going to spout on like this? This is Liz Brownlee. Thank you very much.